Welcome to my new YouTube channel. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Serial rapist Dominique, 72, could die in jail after admitting to inviting dozens of strangers to force themselves on his drugged wife Gisèle, with all defendants facing more than 400 years in total. All 51 defendants including Dominique were convicted in court with sentences of up to 15 years handed out to his co-defendants. Detectives listed an astounding 92 rapes committed by 72 men, of which 51 were identified including Dominique, in the horrific small-town case that rocked France. A total of 47 men were found guilty of rape, 2 of attempted rape, and 2 of sexual assault. Gisèle rested her head against the courtroom wall after hearing her ex-husband's prison term, as her family whispered among themselves. She looked directly at each and every defendant as their verdicts were read out. Jean-Pierre Marical, 63, was the second man to hear a verdict, found guilty of attempted rape and aggravated rape against his own wife, and given 12 years. In a disturbing copycat move, he followed Dominique's lead, drugging his own wife for 5 years, raping her, and inviting Dominique to join in. One of the youngest co-defendants, Charlie Arbo, 30, was found guilty of aggravated rape. Dozens of others were handed sentences of sometimes over a dozen years, although many were lower than the terms prosecutors had asked for. A queue of prison vans were lined up outside the court ready to take the men away after sentencing finished. Pictures showed Gisèle arriving at the courthouse in Avignon for sentencing earlier this morning, smiling defiantly as she strode in. Protesters gathered outside the court to cheer her on, with the French grandmother becoming a sort of heroine figure in recent months after choosing to go public with the horrifying case. Countless women have gathered outside court during hearings to cheer her on, with the case even sparking calls for changes to the law in France. One of the defendants was seen covering his face with a mask, baseball cap, and hood as he made his way inside. Dominique and his 50 co-defendants all attended to hear verdicts and sentencing, sitting in a glass box inside the courtroom. Gisèle sat next to her youngest son Florian in court, with lawyers dressed in black robes flanking the family. The trial focused on a small, sleepy French town stunned the country, as it was revealed how Dominique would claim to be a good husband to Gisèle, whom he married in 1971, and a good father to his 3 children. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, he drugged, raped, and recruited men to abuse his wife for almost a decade, from 2011 to 2020. Dominique's twisted accomplices appeared to be ordinary men, including a gardener, farm driver, tradesman, and retired fireman, who would rape Gisèle before returning to their everyday lives. Dominique was first arrested in September 2020 for secretly filming up women's skirts at a supermarket in Carpentras. While in custody, he confessed to a hard drive hidden under a printer with a file called Abuses, full of 20,000 images and videos depicting the rapes of his wife. The incredibly brave Gisèle had to sit through more than 3 months of horrendous testimony throughout the course of the trial. This included extracts from Pelicot's collection of homemade abuse videos and images being shown in court. Hero Gisèle testified, "They regarded me like a rag doll, like a garbage bag." Meanwhile, sick Dominique confessed, "I am a rapist, like the others in this room," and said he may die alone like a dog. Stay connected with us by subscribing our channel to get all such videos first.